Hi, welcome to my short tutorial on how to use some of the Photoshop tools. This tutorial is going to include the quick selectioning tool, the healing brush tool, and the clone stamp tool. So I'm going to start off by whitening this monkey's teeth selecting them with the quick selectioning tool. So what you do is you just click on the teeth, and Photoshop usually finds the outlines like so, but sometimes with some of the teeth the shadows interfere and it goes a little bit crazy. So you just hold Alt and then you just bring it down to where you want it. You could also drag it. So you could put more effort into this, but I'm happy with this. So then you just go to Human Saturations, and we're going to tone down the yellow. So we just bring it down, but nothing too crazy because then it will go gray, so just keep it natural, but still white. And then we're going to also up the lightness to brighten up the teeth. Also nothing too crazy, so it looks natural. So here we have it, white teeth. That's the difference right now. So I'm gonna move on to another picture, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the clone stamp tool and the healing brush tool. I'm gonna remove this piercing right here. Alright, so what you do is you use the clone stamp tool, and the clone stamp tool's main purpose is to clone an area, like the name says, and then put it on another area. So you hold Alt on the area you want to clone, you click it, and then you bring it over the other area that you want to put it on. And you just go over it until you're satisfied. And don't worry if it looks a little bit unnatural right here. We're going to use the spot healing brush tool, and we are going to make it look more natural. So the spot healing brush tool its main purpose is to take away and like perfect pimples, like these ones right here. You just click on them, and Photoshop uses the skin right beside it, and it kind of just disappears. And you could also drag it or make a bigger mark in bigger area like so. And you could do all kinds of things with this, but it works best for smaller pimples like this. But you could also use it for right here to make the skin kind of blend the colors and for it to look more natural. Alright, so I'm gonna get back to the piercing, and I'm gonna go back to the clone stamp tool. So right here we're gonna hold Alt right beside the piercing, and we're gonna move it on the piercing and just bring it up. We're gonna repeat this process until the whole piercing is gone, and also the shadow of the piercing. So it's best if you use the skin right here, because if you look at this one right here, it's a little bit of a shadow, so it will look a little weird. So just take this part of the lip and clone it on here, and then take that part of the lip and clone it right here. So they kind of just meet in the middle. And then we're going to go back to the spot healing brush, And you just have to jump between these two to perfect it the way you want it. And I'm going to go back to the clone stamp. I'm going to use background right here to even out the lips a little bit. Like so. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because lips aren't usually perfect. So I'm pretty much done, but of course the more time and effort you put into it, the more realistic it will look and the better it will look. But here we have it. Now she doesn't have a piercing anymore.